All right, round two of being deceived. This is a continuation of the question from Jay Bradley, or Anonymous Bradley. I don't know, you look like you changed your name. But I don't know if I answered your question correctly or fully in the first video. So I'm going to do or give my thoughts on a little bit more of how a person could be deceived in the later days and such, with the Antichrist taking power, and and then causing people to receive a mark so that if they don't have it, they can't buy or sell. Well, if we consider the circumstances, I theorize that after World War III, after a third of the human race is wiped out, there's going to be such an, and this is going to be somewhat repetitive here, there's going to be such an outcry of, safety, peace and safety, that people will do anything. Because you got a couple billion bodies lying around that you're going to have to pack away, or who knows what they're going to have to do with these dead people, or if they're all fried in a nuclear blast. But anyways, the confirmation of the covenant occurs with a 7-year peace treaty with Israel and some other nations. I don't know who the other nations are or what's comprised of that, what nations will be left, or what shape or form. Consider people who have not prepared to live off-grid versus people that have or haven't. I don't know what I just said there, but the people who have not prepared, what are they going to do? People make poor decisions when they're hungry, thirsty, Christians that have believed the pre-tribulation rapture are going to be horribly susceptible to this deception, because they're told all their lives, or believed all their lives, that they were supposed to be raptured out before any of this has happened. And why is there all of a sudden, 3.5 years into this peace treaty, why is there all of a sudden a man standing in the Jewish temple claiming that he's God and saying, "Stop the animal sacrifices, I'm sovereign here"? And all these terrible things start to happen. They're gonna question, well, where's God? I'm supposed to be out of here. They're gonna say to themselves. They put all their chips in that basket. God's gonna take care of us, which is quite the opposite. I mean, most of the people that wrote the book here, or documented what was going on, they got martyred for their belief. So. So you're going to have a lot of women, they desire peace and safety over freedom and individual responsibility, it seems like. And so you Christian women out there got to get your heads on straight, or pull it out of your ass. Look what you're trading your life for. Convenience. So it's not going to be a convenient time for anybody. If you take a stand and decide not to accept the mark of the beast, you're going to have an uphill battle like none other. And like I talked about the previous time, you're going to have all your buddies out there that are around that don't want to take this mark. They're going to be looking for food. They're going to be piling on top people that have food, and it's not going to be pretty. So, and kiss transportation goodbye. What are you going to do without a driver's license, or if they pull all that, or, you know. So, I can about imagine that the women are going to cave in, a lot of them, and cause their husbands to as well. And the husbands aren't going to know any better. They want to keep their wives happy and such, and if that's even possible anymore, just the illusion of it, the compromise. So this whole thing speaks of, you know, being in a contract with married via contract with a Western woman. It's just compromise today. There's no other way to put it. We're at a turning point in America now, where if you don't stand up for what's right, right now, put your head between your legs and kiss her goodbye, if you know what I mean. Things are changing really fast, and so I'm not really focused right now. I got some family issues I'm dealing with, but I don't have all the crystal ball of what's going to happen, but we do know that the Antichrist, I'm going to jump into the book of Daniel here. Where is it? I gotta find it. See, I haven't been in the Bible for quite a while. There it is. And I've actually have underlined in the past a lot of spots where it describes the demise of the saints via the Antichrist, or in this, you know, like over here in Daniel 7, chapter 7, verse 21. As I looked, the horn made war with the saints and prevailed over them, until the Ancient of Days came, and his judgment was given for the saints of the Most High, and the time came when the saints received the kingdom. I got itches. I got gluten intolerance, and I itch all over the place half the time. Wonderful, wonderful lifestyle. And over again, the Daniel's been showed this many times over from different angles and such. Verse 25. He shall speak words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change the times and the law. Now this is an interesting one here. If you look at the Hebrew translation, it actually mentions seasons. So I'm of the opinion that the powers that be will have the ability to tilt the earth wherever they want to change the seasons on command at their will. So if you think growing food now is easy, guess what's coming down the crapshoot? Daniel chapter 8. Verse 24, his power shall be great, and he shall cause fearful destruction, and shall succeed in what he does, and destroy the mighty men and the people of the saints. By his cunning he shall make deceit prosper under his hand, in his own mind he shall magnify himself. Without warning he shall destroy many. And he shall even rise up against the prince of princes, but by no human hand he shall be broken. Speaking of the Antichrist again. This is Daniel 11, verse 32. He shall seduce with flatteries those who violate the covenant. But the people that know their God shall stand firm and take action. And those among the people who are wise shall make many understand, though they shall fall by sword and flame, by captivity and plunder for some days. When they fall, they shall receive a little help. And many shall join themselves to the flattery, and some of those who are wise shall fall, to refine and to cleanse them, and to make them white until the time of the end. For it is yet for the time appointed. And the king shall do. Yeah, so here we have the people seeing what's going on, joining themselves to the deception. It's the path of least resistance. It's not convenient what's coming down the crapshoot. I'll continue on here. And the king shall do accordingly to his will. He shall exalt himself and magnify himself above every god, and shall speak astonishing things against the God of gods. He shall prosper till the indignation is accomplished, for what is determined shall be done. Then, okay, in Daniel chapter 12 here, this is actually the start of the very first part of 12 is an event that can be paralleled over to Revelation, where it says, and Michael shall stand up. I don't remember exactly where that is, but I'll have to find it. You guys can find it, you're smart. At that time, I'm waiting to learn how to read. At that time shall arise Michael, the great prince who has charge over your people, and there shall be a time of trouble such as never been since there was a nation till that time. But at that time your people shall be delivered, everyone whose name shall be found and written in the book. And many of those who sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt. So, this is after the tribulation. It says, well, I shouldn't have to make that point, but it's the tribulation here is listed in the first verse and the second verse, and it says those who are asleep. We know over that is also mentioned in the New Testament. That's the picture of the rapture right there. We who are alive and remain shall not precede those who have fallen asleep. So, and over here in 12 verse 7. I'll start at 5. Then I, Daniel, looked, and behold, two others stood on the bank of the stream, and one bank in the stream. And I said to the man clothed in linen, who was above the waters of the stream, how long shall it be to the end of these wonders? The man clothed in linen, who was above the waters of the stream, raised his right hand and his left hand toward heaven, and I heard him swear, by whom lives forever and ever, that it would be for a time, times, and a half a time. That's 3.5 years. And when the shattering of the power of the holy people comes to an end, all these things would be accomplished. I heard, but I did not understand. Then I said, O my Lord, what shall be the issue of these things? He said, go your way, Daniel, for the words are shut up and sealed to the time of the end. Many shall purify themselves and make themselves white and be refined, but the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand. But those who are wise shall understand. So that means you guys. And from the time that the continual burnt offering is taken away, and the abomination that makes desolate is set up, there shall be 1,290 days. Blessed is he who comes to the 1,300 and 35 days. But go your way to the end, and you should be blah blah, and you rest at your allotted place at the end of the days. There's a little numbers game right there, and I'm not going to throw out any hard numbers, but it appears that roughly 45 days after the Antichrist has accomplished what he's done, there is a period where everything gets kind of back to normal. And this is going to be the time where people have to realize, just be patient, because the Antichrist has done everything that he's done. People have been thoroughly deceived, and life is actually going to start to get back to normal. It says people will be marrying and giving in marriage, you know, on the day of the Lord. So it will, like I said, it'll appear that certain things are kind of back like it should be, because everything is settled down, and all of a sudden, you know, I don't know how it's going to happen, but all the nations of the world will start to gather against Israel and try to drive them into the sea. And that's where God has put his name, so that's his land. And that's when he splits the sky and starts to, his re-entry into this realm. So I don't know. So yeah, I mean, let's see what else I got here. Anyways, yeah, the deceiving is going to be great. Miracle signs, wonders, false miracle signs and wonders, usually are used or facilitated by today's and future technology. There's never been a time in history where we've had the ability to not or be controlled in our buying and selling with this electronic system. So I guess what I'm saying, we're getting closer to that point. You know, another one says, knowledge shall increase and people will run to and fro. So we're getting there. I think we just have to have a major war, like the Sixth Trumpet War, to kick things into motion for the confirmation of the covenant. So that's my thoughts on the deception. I don't know if I answered that very well. I can't give you, like I said, I don't have a crystal ball. It's going to shake down, but realize the weak are probably going to cave in because they haven't mentally prepared themselves. They haven't physically prepared. They don't have a plan. And I'm assuming, you know, I'm sure our well-intended plans will probably go up in smoke too. I don't know. But then again, has God called us to live underground? Not really. You know, he called us to be a light. So anyways, those are a few of my rambling, crammed up thoughts, and hopefully you guys can sort things out. And remember, I'm not the teacher. John, the book, The Load on the Letters of John said, you have the Spirit which teaches you all things concerning God and concerning yourself. So if you walk with the Spirit of God, he'll show you all these things. So anyways, MGTOW, Christian men going their own way. You guys have a good time. You guys have a good night, and keep your heads up, and the kingdom is coming.